Ken Paxton. He's got other cases that are coming down the pike, though. I don't know how long he will be the Attorney General of Texas.
They ain't going to impeach him.
But as far as the trial, after 10 days, Texas senators on Saturday voted to acquit Ken Paxton on allegations of bribery and corruption and clearing him the return to his duties as the top officer in the state.
Now, come on, B. That was, you know, they were going to impeach the guy.
Well, I don't know. Greg Abbott was for the whole process. By the way, this is not Ken Paxton's first time.
Right.
Ken Paxton was investigated in 2020 for wrongdoings also. But one thing that happened in that trial, they talked about an affair that he had while he was the Attorney General with his wife in the room.
Oh.
Is she a representative or a senator?
I don't know what she is.
So she's sitting there and they're talking about affairs. That can't be good. That just cannot be good.
No, because, you know, the next day, Mr. Paxton, you've been served for divorce.
Yeah, it could happen.
Yeah.
California law will require judges to consider parents' stance on gender identity and custody battles. Wait. So if one parent does not accept their little boy becoming a little girl, that could prevent them from getting custody of the child after recent bill passed in California. That's scary. Hopefully that does not come to New Mexico. So the California approved bill that instructs courts in the state to consider as one of its factors in making custody and visitation decisions whether the parents affirm a child's gender identity. Critics say the bill argue that it will cause parents who don't support their kids' desire to pursue gender-affirming surgery to lose custody of their kids. And that's exactly what that will be. By the way, if you want to look it up and read the bill, that's AB 957, passed both the House and the State Assembly, and is expected to get the signature of the governor, Gavin Newsom. Craziness going on all over in the world. Crazy. All right, we're going to get to the national anthem and the pledge coming up next. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Atlas Make a Mirror. AtlasMakeAMirror.com. Rebecca Long, 575-631-3189. Rebecca is the local inventor of the Atlas Make a Mirror. Go online right now. Check them out at AtlasMakeAMirror.com. You can order right there from the website. You can also go check out the cool videos that are up on Instagram and Facebook. ×1, ×5, ×10 magnification, LED lights illuminating the mirror. And it, like I said, comes with 3 lights. And they have just rolled out the new and improved wall mount. 2 different colors, longer extension for it. It is something that a lot of people wanted, and Rebecca has now rolled it out. So get in touch with Rebecca, 575-631-3189, or go to atlasmakeamirror.com. Tom, wrap up the text.
You know, this text says, I grew up in Panola County, East Texas. I thought we ate beans and rice and hot water cornbread because we liked it. I didn't realize it was that all we could afford, says the texter. Well, good for you. And my girlfriend and I, we share an account that we put $100 every check in it for us to go out and eat and or for trips. What do y'all think of that? Asked the texter.
I think it's a good plan because more and more it's going to take a lot of money to go out and eat nowadays.
Yeah. That meal cost me about $16 every time I go buffet.
Me and my family are very boring. Mm-hmm. When we go to the restaurant. Colton has his order he likes. I have what I like, my wife. We've been eating out of a restaurant for 7-8 years.
Right.
I know how much that bill cost. We went in the other day. It has been probably 3 months since we went in that restaurant. I went in there, and my bill that is normally for 3 of us to eat $33 was $40. It cost me $45 with tip before I got out of there for breakfast. Three people to eat breakfast cost me $45.
Which used to be $33.
Used to be $33, and then I'd leave a tip.
Well, $12 ain't bad.
By the way, Tom, you know what I ate? I ate barbecue pork belly, French fries, and a Coke, and it was 160 pesos.
And in American money,
$2 and less than $2.50.
No wonder we went back to the Philippines.
Less than $2.50.
Boy, it was killing you eating out here, wasn't it?
It was. It was, because I'm not used to spending that type of money, and all of a sudden I'm spending that. And we don't eat out that much when we're in the U.S. We can't afford it. All right, 877-396-W105. Let's take a break. National anthem and the pledge this morning. On the way, we're talking about 3M just agrees to pay $6 billion to settle a dispute with the U.S. service members. We'll talk about that. Also, Marlon Morris, country star, is leaving country music because you're a homophobe. We'll get to that. And a man pleads not guilty to the charges of a high-speed pursuit in Roswell. We'll get to those stories and more coming up next. Our number 877-396-W105. Be in the Breakfast Club, 10 minutes away from 8 o'clock. National anthem and the pledge being brought to you by Rebecca Long, your former insurance agent. 19 years of age. She started the business 40-plus years later, still going strong. You can find her on West Vega and Hobbs, or give her a call. She serves Lee, Addy, and Chaves County, 575-393-2661. You just got the rate increase. Yeah, you just got the dreaded rate increase, and you're trying to figure out what the heck to do. Call Rebecca Long. Let her put together a quote designed just for you. She can bundle all your policies together to save you a lot of money. Her number, 575-393-2661. Rebecca Long, your former insurance agent, proud sponsor of the National Anthem and the Pledge.
We are the Perry family from Hobbs.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight last gleaming, whose brushed stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we won were so gallantly seen, and the rockets wicked of our first united came through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
God bless America. God bless you. Be on the Breakfast Club, 754. Large prayer this morning being brought to you by our buddies at Judah Oil, reminding you God is in control.
From Matthew 22 this morning. And Jesus said, have you ever read what God has told you? He said, I am the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. He is the God of the living, not of the dead.
Hi, this is Kim with Judah Oil and the Harris family. doing the Lord's Prayer for you today. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen.
6:54 beyond the Breakfast Club. Check of the weather being brought to you by our buddies at Twin Wells Fuel Station. If you're driving on 128 this morning, all you got to do is exit on Buck Jackson Road, go down 2.75 miles, and fill her up at the Twin Wells Fuel Station. Unleaded diesel, green diesel, red diesel, DEF, they've got it all. Covered area if it's raining, not a problem. And they do accept all major credit cards, fleet cards, and debit cards. Open to the public right off of 128 on Buck Jackson Road, Twin Wells Fuel Station. Chance of rain 10% today in the night. High temperature today getting up to 89. 66 tonight, 93 tomorrow. We'll be in the 90s for most, really the mid-90s for most of the rest of the week. Looks like representatives and Washington, D.C. calling for special recognition of Bill Richardson. We'll get to that story coming up in just a second. We got to keep you updated with everything going on with news. News this morning being brought to you by Ragsdale Law Firm. Luke Ragsdale, he's the guy. Settling the big cases, over $10 million in an oil field-related case, $9 million in a medical malpractice case, and settling car accidents and slip and falls, any type of personal injury. Luke Ragsdale, RagsdaleLawFirm.com, 575-208-5300. Been involved in a criminal matter, Luke can help you there. RagsdaleLawFirm.com for more information. Taking a break. We're going to check in with news, keep you updated with everything going on. First, though, let's qualify you for cash on W105.
Dobbs Truck and Trailer presents the W105 Cash Blowout.
Call now.
Call 877-396-W105 now. Be one of the first 5 people to call in for your chance to win $105. The W105 Cash Blowout.
I want my money.
I want it now.
Call in now to win.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. The president's son, Hunter Biden, is suing the IRS, accusing agents acting as whistleblowers in his criminal case of illegally releasing his tax information to target and embarrass him. $6 billion in Iranian oil money is unfrozen as part of a 5-for-5 prisoner swap being completed today.
The White House maintains that this is not a ransom payment because these are not U.S. taxpayer dollars. The 5 Iranians will receive clemency in exchange for the release of 5 American detainees, although 2 Iranians, according to the country's foreign minister, will stay in the U.S.
Fox's Jackie Heinrich. 9 juvenile escapees are captured in Pennsylvania. 4 turned themselves in. The rest were in a stolen truck.
One took off in the field, taken into custody shortly thereafter.
State Trooper David Bain. The escape happened after a ride at the Abraxas Academy facility in Morgantown, Pennsylvania last night. America's listening to Fox News.
Push, pull, drag. That's right. Get your happy dance going and bring those busted rides on down to Carlsbad Chevy, because it's a party. Your job is your credit at Carlsbad Chevy, and nothing helps better than a down payment that we can generate from one of mom's old boyfriend's beaters left out in the backyard. Thousands off new model Silverados and an assortment of brands you love to choose from is why everyone is shopping at Carlsbad Chevrolet. Come see what it's all about right here at the home of the great guys, Carlsbad Chevrolet.
Knowledge, integrity, and trustworthiness are just part of what makes Roach's Air Conditioning and Heating the choice for your next HVAC job. With 15 plus years in business, Roach's Air Conditioning and Heating trains its techs with the requirements and standards of all the major ductless companies, servicing residential and commercial as well as industrial units for the patch. Roach's Air Conditioning and Heating is fully licensed, bonded, and insured in the state of New Mexico. They can even offer new technology like inverter-driven heat pump systems to upgrade old systems. And financing is available. Call 575-631-1999 to schedule your appointment today. That's 631-1999 for Roach's Air Conditioning and Heating.
Number One Tequila presents Hogfest 2023 at the Eddy County Sheriff's Posse Arena, September 21st through the 24th, featuring Wright's Amusements. They're bringing the biggest carnival Eddy County has ever seen. The party kicks off Thursday, September 21st with the carnival, music, vendors, food trucks, and more. Latin Kings of Comedy star Alex Ramundo will be on hand slinging number 1 tequila and meeting fans. On Friday, Chaos Bender returns with a new album. ZZ Top Tribute, ZZKC takes the stage. Friday the 22nd wraps up with the world-famous ATDC tribute band, The Jack. Saturday the 23rd gets even hotter as the Kid Rock tribute, Kid Cocky, takes the stage. And Saturday night, ranked one of the best tribute bands in the nation, Def Legend. Hogfest 2023, September 21st through the 24th, the Eddy County Sheriff's Posse Arena. This ad paid for by the City of Carlsbad.
Holy cannoli! No matter when, no matter where, no matter what, Nomad provides the highest quality, full line of organic products and the friendliest, most educated staff in Southeast New Mexico. With locations in Tatum and Hobbs, Nomad can guide the first-time nervous customer as well as cater to connoisseurs and medical patients. You can stop by their one-of-a-kind retail locations at 223 West Broadway in Tatum or at 3501 North Grimes in Hobbs. Reach for the top shelf today at Nomad.
Must be 21. Do not use if pregnant. Do not operate heavy machinery. Not FDA approved.
Lee County Electric Cooperative is happy to introduce a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It's called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It's free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app. Or go to the website at lcecnet.com. Look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
It's time to renew New Mexico. If you have Medicaid or SNAP, you must renew to keep your benefits. If you have moved, update your contact information at yes.state.nm.us or call 1-800-283-4465. You will be mailed a turquoise envelope when it is time to renew. Your Medicaid and SNAP benefits are very important. To learn more, go to renew.hsd.nm.gov and renew New Mexico.
Artesia Main Street and the Artesia Arts and Cultural District present the 8th annual Red Dirt Black Gold, Saturday, September 30th in downtown Artesia, featuring two of a kind, the Justin Kemp Band, Sonny Sweeney, and the Randy Rogers Band.
Take a swim in a fountain, I don't know, 'cause it's all kind of fuzzy.
Best of all, it's all free. Get more info at reddirtblackgold.com. The 8th annual Red Dirt Black Gold, Saturday, September 30th in downtown Artesia. Sponsored by ConocoPhillips, Mac Energy, Santo Petroleum, and Pecos Valley Production. Ad paid for by Artesia Lodgers Tax.
This is Davis Smith, the Guerrilla Lawyer, and I'm talking to you from my office on 3130 North Grimes in Hobbs, New Mexico. Our office has exploded with new clients. And do you know why? Fast settlements, fantastic customer service, and man, we love paying our clients money. If you get injured in a car wreck, you come see the Gorilla. Remember, if you get injured, you get the Gorilla.
Visit 3130 North Grimes or call 575-964-2720. That's 964-2720.
Platinum Auto Service of Carlsbad is under new ownership. They offer preventative maintenance, diagnostics, and fleets are welcome. Right now, there's short wait time and fast service on brakes, tires, AC service, alignments, lift kits, and more. Stop by and meet the friendly staff today and get back on the road. Call 575-689-6900. Platinum Auto Services, 606 South Canal, Carlsbad.
Southeast New Mexico weather.
Over southeast New Mexico, the temperature readings in the lower 90s in Roswell, Carlsbad, Artesia, 92 degrees, Hobbs and Lovington in the upper 80s along the 285 corridor. A 20% chance for thunderstorms on this Monday, but by tomorrow, on Tuesday, temperatures really pop up. 97 degrees in Roswell, Carlsbad, Artesia, 90s, 8 degrees, Hobbs and Lovington in the lower 90s. For W105 FM, I'm meteorologist Ron Roberts.
Your country plays on W105. Deep and the Breakfast Club in the morning. W105.
Learn from yesterday, live for today, and have hope for tomorrow.
Live and local, be in the Breakfast Club. Call now, 877-396-W105. Be in the Breakfast Club.
I'm tired of being quiet.
877-396-W105. I'm about to sneeze up in here, Tom.
Sneeze, just bless you.
I think because I went outside, high humidity, and then to the air condition. Not good. Hobbs man allegedly led state police on a high-speed chase on 285. Stolen vehicle, pled not guilty. All 6 charges that happened last week. Yeah, Johnny Garrett, 37, charged with 6 charges, including possession of a firearm by a felon. I guess he didn't hear about the governor's mandate. That's the only thing I can think. And then fled police. Looked like he's probably going back to the big house, Tom, is what I'm speculating. All right, you can help me out by, I don't know, talking while I'm sneezing. I'm turning down the mic so you can talk.
I see.
That would be great if you just jump in.
We got Monty on the phone.
Monty.
Good morning,
let's
man.
go to Monty.
You're on regular.
Hey,
good morning.
Good morning. Hey, I was just, I said something about this, and I know y'all talked about it too, but it doesn't hurt to reemphasize it. Wouldn't it be great if we had leadership in Washington that had the same effect on the people as what old Deion Sanders has done at Colorado? And I'm going to throw in Ron DeSantis too, because that old boy had some pretty tough situations thrown at him, and he handled them and came out looking like a rose. And so that leadership matters. And I know y'all talked about it.
Wait, did Deion Sanders win the national championship? Did I miss something?
No, him.
Not yet.
Well, he did it. He did as a player.
But did he win as a coach yet? Because I'm still waiting on it.
In one season, he went from a team that I think maybe they won one game last year.
That's right.
They won one game.
He did it with the same players. It's not like he went out and got a whole host of new players. He did it with the same players. And I know
No.
40 of them quit.
No. Fake news.
What do you mean, no?
I think there are like 4 players on the team from last year.
Do what?
There are like 4 players on the team from last year.
So he's got a whole host of players. In 1 year, he's got
a whole new team. Yeah. Whole new team.
I believe that.
Well, they
I don't know if you're getting the right information over in the Philippines.
I follow college football like no other person. Believe me, not fake news. It's
okay.
correct.
Well, maybe so. But anyway, he's proven that the guys are rallying behind him. They've won 3 games, which is more than they've won in several years. They beat.
I'll give you that.
Nebraska's not a powerhouse this year, but. Okay, let me ask you this. Do you think he's a better leader at Colorado than Michelle Grisham is in New Mexico?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think he has more hype with the help of the national media to give him more hype. I'm still not sold on the Deion Sanders train.
Well, I'll say this. Until he stumbles, and I never was a real big fan of Deion Sanders, even when he played with Cowboys, because he is a little bit too cocky as far as I'm concerned. And that coach for Colorado State, I liked his response to Deion wearing his glasses and his hat. He said, "My mama taught me to take my glasses and my hat off when I was talking to people."
Yeah, and then he wears the visor inside. But I guess visor's different.
But anyway,
But wait, Matt. I have to ask you the most important question. Is it okay to wear a cowboy hat with tennis shoes? Because I saw Deion do it on Saturday.
Yeah.
Only if you're a real cowboy. That's all I would say to that. I don't know if he's a real cowboy or not. I would say that a real cowboy, I would say, what's that, Ty Murray? If he did it, I'd say that's okay. That dude's a real cowboy.
Yeah,
I don't think he's a real cowboy.
I'll jump on the Buffalo wagon if Deion beats Oregon and USC.
They'll beat him.
Oh, I don't know about that. But hey, if they would just be competitive, that would be a plus too.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But Cowboys are
y'all
2-0.
have a good day.
Starting
We'll
the
talk to you
season
later.
2-0. Thank you, Mad Dog. Hey, call us back later in the week about your chili cook-off. I don't know if you caught that. All right, 877-396-W104. More and more hospitals across the United States bringing the mask mandates back. Handful of hospitals in multiple states saying the COVID-mandated masks are going to be re-implemented. And there are several hospitals in Texas that are already rolling out the mask mandates. Marlon Morris. Will, I don't know a whole bunch about Marlon Morris. And do you know anything about her?
Marlon Morris.
She's leaving country music. She's woke. She's a woke country singer, and not happy that a lot of people like Donald Trump and saying country music, the industry has changed into something that is racist, homophobic, and transphobic somehow because of Donald Trump.
Really?
Wait. Country music has actually changed way too much for my taste. New country music has changed way too much. Singer discussed her departure in a recent interview with the Los Angeles Times, during which she said hit songs like Try That in a Small Town have become turned country music into a toxic environment and a culture war. You know, I remember country music when it was real. I remember country music when it was real country. Not like Marilyn Morris and whatever. All right, 877-396-W105. Looks like 3M is going to pay out $6 billion in a settlement lawsuit with our military. Commercial and consumer product manufacturer 3M said that they are going to pay out $6 billion to settle lawsuits with U.S. service members who say they experienced hearing loss and serious injuries, fatal earplugs. Look, I'm going to be honest. It doesn't matter how great the earplugs are. They're never going to block out the sounds of artillery. So there's going to be hearing loss. Russ, when you shoot, you have plugs in. You can still hear the shooting.
Yes.
I would think that in many cases, it's still damaging your hearing to a certain degree. It's only helping.
It's only helping. The main thing it does is, along with that sound, with explosions and gunfire, you have an air pressure. You know, it's the blast, it's the concussion. The air, basically, the earplugs more protect your ears from the concussion than the actual sound.
Right. So they're settling the case, $6 million. That's got to be divided up, and you count on one thing: the lawyers are going to get paid. Johnson & Johnson says it's ditching the part of their logo that's been around for 130 years, switching to a very plain front and getting rid of the curly front logo. Yeah. Sophia Varaga, soon to be ex. Joe is leaving a gem with an actress, 12 years his junior. So he's already moved on. And the Black Sheep sweater of the Princess Diana, made famous years ago, sold at auction. How much you think that sold for, Tom?
I'm going to say $300,000.
$1.4 million. Wow. Aaron Rodgers has already undergone surgery for his torn Achilles, performed by the same doctor that fixed Tom Brady's ACL.
About 15 years ago when he got injured and was out for the season.
Yep. All right, number 877-396-W105, 813. We're being the Breakfast Club Boob of the Day coming up within minutes.
All right, so thanks for hating on you, B. B, you always get on the Tom for butchering the names. How do you go and add an L to Marlon Morris? IMFAO. It's Marlon
I'm sorry,
Morris.
I'm reading off the damn screen. I don't have printed material today, and I'm not up on country music. I like the classic stuff. I ain't never heard of that guy. Tom, it's a
Never
female,
have
by the way.
And Jethro says, I only have about 20% of my hearing left from loud rock and roll and shooting guns my whole life.
I think most of that's from shooting guns, Jeffro.
Yeah. And Mark's, you're getting hating already. Mark from Roswell says, Kevin, it ain't 105, it's 104. I guess it's the jet lag, he said.
What?
Yeah, you mentioned 104, W104 instead of W105, and he got on to you.
Did I say 104?
Yeah, and I heard it too.
I ain't never worked at a 104.
Right, but it's jet lag. I mean, it happens. Hey, Colorado got 86 new players this year for football.
That's what I'm saying.
You were right. They only had 4, and they got 86. And one of those, or 84 of those, 80 of those were brought in on the portal, says the texter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, he's got a whole nother team.
And shut his butt up in the heck with Dion, says another texter. Hey, B,
I'm a Dion fan, but there's a lot of hype that goes on. And what gets me, the national media gives him more attention than he deserves.
They eat it up. One more text, B. Tracy's from Eunice. This is for you, by the way. How about them LSU Tigers?
They showed up. We'll see.
Didn't take long to silence that crowd, says Tracy.
All right, 877-396-W105 on the way. We'll talk about a deadly shooting in Lubbock over the weekend. Also, our buddy, he's selected by the governor for the New Mexico Senate seat, vacated by Larry Scott. We'll get to that. Did I say that right? No, vacated by Gail. Gail, what's her last name, Tom?
Kernan.
Yeah, there you go.
Gay Kernan.
And DeSantis campaign said that Trump is compromising when it comes to Democrats, compromising on abortion. We'll get to those and more. All right, Representative Teresa Legger Fernandez talking about Bill Richardson. What they're trying to do is get some recognition for Bill Richardson in Washington, D.C. Here's what and I want to know who else talks like this. Russ, I want you to listen to the way this woman talks. Is there anybody else in New Mexico that talks like this? Like they're clenching their lips because they're so deliberate. Here we go.
Last week, the enchanted state of New Mexico, the United States, and families seeking justice everywhere, lost a statesman, a former ambassador, governor, and congressman. Governor Bill Richardson is survived by our former First Lady of incredible grace, Mrs. Barbara Richardson.
And by the way, she put up with him going to those weekend getaways with Bill Clinton and Epstein.
In 1983, Governor Richardson began his public service career as the first representative of the newly formed 3rd Congressional District of Nuevo Mexico.
Oh, boy. Yes. So she's calling for Bill Richardson and to get some, maybe they should have laid him at, look, I will say this much about Bill Richardson. How many people did he bring back?
Bunch.
A lot of people. So Representative Stansberry also talks about Richardson.
Mr. Speaker, as the people of New Mexico and the world are grieving Governor Richardson,
Wait. People are grieving. Tom, did you take a moment out of your day? You were grieving pretty hard. Maybe you called in to work. No?
I just thought of him when we had a burrito.
Here in the House where he served to honor his life and his legacy. Governor Richardson has left an indelible mark on New Mexico politics and on public service.
Oh, yeah. He sure the hell has. That's for sure. Yes. That pit rule was pretty good back in the day, right?
Right.
18 after 8. Boo-boo of the day coming up. 18 after 8. Tom, catch us up on the text.
All righty. So this texter says, did the Philippines copy off the Mexicans with the naming of their currency? Texter's asking this one.
I don't know about copying off anybody. By the way, there are multiple countries that, have currency that's...
I heard something different the other day from a friend who's a former, who was also an umpire, we started talking politics. And you mentioned this the other day, B, I think on Monday, about the Brexit. You remember we were talking about Brexit? The currency?
Free breakfast?
It's the type of currency, the Brexit?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So anyway, he said, did you know, and I didn't know, did you know that the Africans are kicking out the French? I said, why is that? He said, because they're tired of mining their gold and silver, which is going to be the next and major way that we trade with gold and silver. Now, we've already known that for a while, but...
So wait, we got to go back to the days that we clocked a piece of gold and silver. No, cryptocurrency is going to be the next way we trade. America's working on their own. They want to know how you spend your money.
Yeah, so it was interesting that he said that to me. I said, yeah, we kind of talk it on the show.
I bring all that to the table.
Yeah.
That's what you told me.
He said it's coming. It's coming. Tracy from Eunice says, that pit rope made him a lot of money. Says,
exactly. That's
Tracy.
My point. It made him and Johnny a lot of money. Damn sure did.
And Mad Dog said, Bill Richardson is the king of crony capitalism.
Amen to that.
And Chip said,
when they talk about his lovely wife, the one time I went to the Capitol, to the Roundhouse, and got in to see Bill Richardson, not just me, a bunch of other people that were way bigger than me.
Right.
You walk through that office, nothing. One thing in particular, all young and very attractive women in that office.
Oh, working for him? Yeah, I bet.
Very attractive.
He was the guy. And Chip says, yeah, Bill Richardson, he was a trash governor. B?
Yeah. Well, I mean, who brought Michelle Lujan Gresham along? Who mentored Michelle Lujan Gresham? That would be Bill.
Mm-hmm.
That would be Bill. Lubbock police investigating a shooting in East Lubbock that left one person dead, 2 other injuries that happened last night. Initial reports, shots fired about 7:30 in the afternoon on Ivory Lane. They found a 43-year-old and a 63-year-old had been shot. 63-year-old was pronounced dead at the scene. And DeSantis's campaign saying that Trump is compromising with the Democrats on abortions. I'm going to tell you, more and more studies and polling number have come out that abortion is not a big issue as some Republicans think that it is. So I don't think Trump is not for abortion. So I don't see him. But I mean, DeSantis needs to say something because he's way, way behind. Trump is winning. DeSantis is losing. But he made that comment on Meet the Press yesterday. And congratulations going out to Steve McCutcheon. The governor, Michelle Lujan Gresham, named former Eddy County Commissioner to the open state Senate seat. That happened on Friday, choosing Republican Steve McCutcheon, II of Carlsbad, to represent District 42, according to the statement released by the governor's office. Of course, that area goes all the way Eddy County, Lee County, and with a single precinct in Chaves County. Congratulations going out to Steve McCutcheon, who will serve the remaining term of the Hobbs Republican Gay Kernan, and who resigned for personal reasons. All right, number 877-396-W105. Tom A. in the text.
All right, so Texter says, Mad Dog is asking, Tom, you're going to be a food judge this weekend for the chili cook-off, as long as it's not spicy, okay? Because I don't want to go into shock.
Go into shock?
Mm-hmm. My tongue goes into shock if it's too spicy.
Spoken like a true Mexican, for sure.
I'm just saying, man. It's just, you do want me to be back, don't you?
Not really, but I mean, try again.
Excuse me. See, I don't have, even thinking about it makes me that way. Dilo says Bill Richardson spent way too much at that Epstein Ranch here in New Mexico, says the governor. Says the texter. And Will Hader, to be honest, we haven't had a good governor for the state of New Mexico. Well, we did have Susana Martinez for 8 years. She was pretty good.
Well, and Susana did a lot of good things. One bad thing, she took away corporal punishment in our schools.
I didn't like that at all.
And that was a bad mistake that Susana made, but did bring us a balanced budget and brought a lot of good things to New Mexico, but did not bring back that death penalty, something that I wanted.
Yeah.
All right, on the way, Donald Trump is 77. Do you think that he is for a cognitive tests? I'll get you more on that. Russell Brand charged that he is a predator, a sexual predator.
Really?
We'll get to that story. And a Albuquerque public school employee and his son were arrested on child pornography charges. We'll get to those stories coming up in just a second. We are on the Breakfast Club. Boob of the Day being brought to you by Desert Functional Medicine and Aesthetics. They've got medical professionals on staff to take care of you. They offer such things as stem cell therapy, ozone therapy, the cryotherapy, and more. If you're living in pain, all three of those are awesome. They believe in supplements and herbs to treat the root cause of the problem, not just numb the symptoms. If you're going through low testosterone, go talk to them. They'll do the blood work. They'll tell you exactly where you stand. And ladies, if you're going through some menopausal issues, hormonal optimization is the answer for you. 3900 North Lovington Highway, Hobbs America, Desert Functional Medicine. You can follow them on Facebook or thedesertfma.com. Proud sponsor of the Boob of the Day.
And I'm trying to get a page to turn. I didn't realize I was doing it. Hold on. All right. I found it. I've got it. Your Boob of the Day. It's good to be passionate about your work, just maybe not this passionate. The director of a high school marching band got arrested in Alabama Thursday night after refusing to make his band stop playing. His name is Johnny Mims. He's been band director at a high school near Birmingham since 2018. His school's football team won a game 27-0 on Thursday, and according to reports, the bands from both schools continued to play long after the game was over. Police asked the director of both bands to stop so everyone could go home. The other school's band said fine, but Johnny's and his kids not stop. He said, keep going. Police eventually decided to arrest him, and he resisted. They say he refused to put his hands behind his back, then shoved the cop, so they had to tase him in front of his students. He's facing charges of disorderly conduct, harassment, resisting arrest. The school superintendent put out a statement and said that he's not commenting until they finished gathering their facts. So I got that from PBN Incorporated. And guy, to take it that far over your band playing after the football game, I think you're our Boob of the Day.
Boob of the Day being brought to you by Desert Functional Medicine and Aesthetics. Get in touch with them today. Donald Trump talking about the impeachment of Biden. Do you think the impeachment will happen now? Friday was kind of out of pocket, on and off planes, and Hunter Biden was finally indicted on those gun charges, correct? What happened with that?
Whoopee.
So what happened with that?
Well, they brought gun charges against him, and
well, I understand that, but what happened with that?
Well, probably nothing's going to happen. You know, I mean, he got off on the drug charges, and he's going to get off on this too.
Do I have to look it up for myself?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? I got to look it up for what happened with the gun charges? Russ, I know you follow this. What happened with the gun charges, Hunter and the gun charges?
Well, the latest thing is that Hunter Zaki is actually suing his father's government for what he says is planning to embarrass him with these lawsuits and these charges. So he's actually
the dude that walked around naked with a crack pipe in his damn mouth, and all the videos are out there. And I'm just saying, it's not like the Biden family is gifted, okay? And you embarrassed yourself enough. I mean, you didn't need help. So the indictment on the federal gun charges alleged that he lied about his drug issue, that he was addicted to drugs. And so that's where the rubber meets the road. On that application, it mentions about drug addiction. And I would think it restricts drug addicts from owning firearms.
You think,
so
right?
He falsely filled out the firearms form, denied that he was addicted to any narcotics. So we'll see where it all goes. But Hunter Biden suing the federal government is a joke. This whole case would have been brushed under the rug if it wasn't for a couple whistleblowers that came out and blew this case up. True story there. All right, on the way, we'll talk about Donald Trump. He believes that maybe presidents should take a cognitive test. Russell Brand's in big trouble, and father and son arrested on child pornography charges. We'll get to that. Donald Trump talks about the impeachment. If anybody would know about impeachment, it would be Donald Trump. He was impeached 2 times.
Right.
Here's what he had to say about Republicans and the impeachment of Joe Biden.
Look, he's a horrible president. Our country is going to hell. Whether it's impeachment or not impeachment, this man is destroying our country at the border. He's destroying it economically. Inflation's way up now. You see what happened just today. That's up to them if they want to do impeachment or impeachment inquiry. I never had an inquiry. Nancy Pelosi, crazy Nancy, said, we're going to impeach him. They didn't do inquiries. They went out and they voted. But that's going to be up to them whether or not they want to do it. I have no idea whether they will or not.
I think this is Kevin McCarthy's answer, because Republicans were saying we're going to impeach him, and Kevin McCarthy did not want to go forward. So this is his way of appeasing the Republicans by saying, well, yeah, we'll have inquiries into the impeachment. It's not the impeachment, but we'll inquire into the impeachment.
And in the meantime, wasting our tax money.
Yeah, I think, I mean, you either do it or you don't do it. You should have enough information by now to do it or not do it, not inquire about it, just do it. All right, 832. So, Tom, you're not for Donald Trump, Joe Biden being impeached?
No, if you're going to impeach him, but don't waste my tax money if you're not going to do nothing about it.
So, what about the millions and millions of people coming across the border wasting your tax money?
So apples and oranges, B.
Oh, so you're okay with that? I thought you would be.
Apples and oranges, man.
Yeah, I'm sure it's apples and oranges, but it's all coming from the same fruit basket. God bless you. Sunny skies today. Check of the weather being brought to you by All American Cleaners. Family owned and operated. Treat you like family. Wash, dry, and fold your clothes. 17 pounds, $16.99. Roswell, Artesia, Carlsbad, Lovington, Hobbs. You can also find them in Jowl. Find out more information, allamericancleaners.net. Isolated showers today and tonight. Sunny skies for this morning, cloudy tonight and this afternoon. 89 for the high today, 66 tonight, 93 coming up tomorrow. We're going to get you updated, find out what's going on with news, keep you updated. Good news of the day on the way. We'll talk about that. Albuquerque public school employee and his son arrested on child porn charges. We'll get to that. And Donald Trump surprising people by saying a cognitive test. Yeah, I'll take one. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. And Russell Brand making news. We'll get to those stories coming up next. We're Beyond the Breakfast Club News, being brought to you by Seminole Siding and Construction, trusted name across southeast New Mexico for anything to do with construction. Maybe you need siding, maybe you need windows, or maybe gutters, seamless gutters. They've got all of the above. They can take care of your metal buildings and more. Give them a call, 575-393-1430. Go to the website, SeminoleSidingAndConstruction.com for more information. Somebody just before I left, I think it was last Tuesday, somebody said, I love those guys at Seminole Siding. They came out, gave us a quote. They're working with the insurance company, good people to do business with. They can do the same for you. SeminoleSidingAndConstruction.com. Taking a break, coming right back. Let's qualify folks for cash. News coming up next, 8:34 in W105.
Hobbs Truck and Trailer presents the W105 Cash Blowout.
Call now.
Call 877-396-W105 now. Be one of the first 5 people to call in for your chance to win $105. The W105 Cash Blowout.
I want my money.
I want it now.
Call in now to win.
MTD Radio News, I'm Joe Miller. A federal judge has temporarily blocked Governor Grisham's suspension of gun rights in Albuquerque and Bernalillo County. That action has not stopped people from talking about the governor's policy, though. Luis Sanchez is one of the owners of Caliber's gun stores. Saturday, he said a group of people came out to talk about why the governor's actions seemed questionable. Chairperson of the Libertarian Party of New Mexico, Derek Scott, suggested this was a political stunt. Meanwhile, Grisham believes the cause for action justified due to the uptick in gun violence towards children. People at Saturday's discussion believe there should be more emphasis on punishment against criminals and additional resources for law enforcement. Lee County Sheriff's Office says a woman who was reported to be driving erratically crashed into a curb and was discovered to be drunk and driving with her infant in the back seat. 30-year-old Desiree Ortega of Hobbs, arrested September 5th, charged with abuse of a child. Ortega reported by another motorist after coming close to hitting their car. Hobbs police officers were spotted at the scene and realized the car Ortega was driving belongs to an HPD detective. Officers then requesting assistance from the Lee County Sheriff's Office to handle the case. In May of this year, Hobbs installed a Safe Haven baby box at one of their fire stations. Other organizations in the city also trying to offer resources for women and teens. My Power is actually the largest youth development program in Lee County, and they're a teen pregnancy prevention program offering 3 quality programs at no cost to students. According to Daniel Hernandez, interim executive director for My Power, the organization provides resources to help empower teens and prevent teen pregnancy. My Power is in 13 different schools, and they've worked with 11,585 students from 5th to 8th grade. Hernandez says teens have to feel empowered. And that's what's happening. I'm Jim Miller, MTD Radio News.
Push, 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 pull, 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 drag, 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 drag. That's right. Get your happy dance going and bring those busted rides on down to Carlsbad Chevy, because it's a party. Your job is your credit at Carlsbad Chevy, and nothing helps better than a down payment that we can generate from one of mom's old boyfriend's beaters left out in the backyard. Thousands off new model Silverados and an assortment of brands you love to choose from is why everyone is shopping at Carlsbad Chevrolet. Come see what it's all about right here at the home of the great, great guys, Carlsbad Chevrolet.
Hear ye, hear ye. Step into a world of enchantment and revelry at the 2nd Annual Cavern City Renaissance Festival. Watch history come to life through captivating music and magic. Peruse over 70 artists and vendors. Enjoy bountiful food and drink. And watch knights fight for glory in thrilling armored combat. Gather your party and head down to the Lake Carlsbad Beach Park on September 29th and 30th. Advertisement paid for by the City of Carlsbad Logistics.
Hi, I'm Curtis McKinney, and I want to welcome everybody to HogFest 2023, September 21st through the 24th, brought to you by Number One Tequila. And, you know, this year's HogFest is going to be bigger than ever before. We have Wright's Carnival coming, the biggest carnival ever in Eddy County. And we have a lot of folks that made this happen for us, and I'd like to thank them right now. And I encourage everybody to go and visit these sponsors. Without them, nothing would happen. We have Built Concrete in Carlsbad, W105, B107, Carlsbad Ford, the Zebus Law Firm in Hobbs, Bad Bass Barbecue, J&B Customs, Equipment Check, Coors Light, Red Bull, Twisted Tea, Dos Equis, Corona, Miller Lite, Squirt, A&W Root Beer, The Button Board Smoke Shop, Assurance Labs, BTH Services, Eddy County, and the City of Carlsbad. We'll see you at the Eddy County Sheriff's Posse September 21st through the 24th for Hawkfest 2023. Paid for by the City of Carlsbad Lodgers Tax.
That is the sound of your company logo getting printed on 500 shirts. Smart move. And an even smarter move in choosing the experts.
Awesome Graphics, serving Southeast New Mexico and West Texas for 15 years, can not only brand your t-shirts, they can embroider your polos, hats, and jackets. They can print your signs and stickers, large and small. They can handle vinyl graphics for your vehicle. Are the windows in your business too plain? Awesome can print custom decals that allow you to see out, but your customers just see your logo. In fact, Awesome Graphics can put your logo on practically every promotional item under the sun, from coffee cups and water bottles to keychains and sun visors for your company vehicles. Want authentic Yeti Ramblers, mugs, or tumblers customized with your company logo? Awesome Graphics is ready. Stop by 523 West Sanger and Hobbs for ideas, or simply visit myawesomegraphics.com. Trust Awesome Graphics and rest assured, whatever they printed on, your logo will look awesome.
Lee County 4-H is presenting a clay shootout on September 23rd at the Hobbs Trap Club. Price is $50 per shootist. Books open at 4 p.m. and shoot starts at 5:30. With the second round just after dark. Come out and shoot under the lights with Lee County 4-H. There will be a food trailer and a flurry machine on site. Come out September 23rd and help raise money to benefit Lee County 4-H Shotgun Team. For more information, please contact Leslie Nowak at 575-390-7218. That's 575-390-7218.
Make sure you and the crew are rigged up with a full set of work gear from Rig Outfitters and the home store in Hobbs. Brands like Wrangler, Rocky, Timberland, Rasco, Durango, and Bulwark FR, just to name a couple of the big ones. Hard hats, safety vests, boots, and everything FR. Choose from a full line of Arctic coolers, jugs, and mugs to keep everything to temperature on the job site. From head to toe, Rig Outfitters and the home store has you safely covered. 1401 North Turner in Hobbs, inside the Broadmoor Mall.
Captain Adam Rinovich of the Hobbs Fire Marshal's Office here to let you know about how to get a free smoke detector. Due to a generous grant we received, we were able to purchase thousands of smoke detectors to give away to our own community members. Additionally, for those who need it, a member of the Fire Marshal's Office is also available to install the smoke detector for you. Remember that the smoke detectors are free for everyone. To request installation of your smoke detector or to pick yours up, call the Hobbs Fire Marshal's Office at 575-391-8158. We are here and happy to serve you.
And the Breakfast Club in the morning, W105.
Be in the Breakfast Club, powered by Carlsbad Chevrolet and broadcasting from the Inn of the Mountain God studio. Text line at 877-396-W105. Powered by Amigo Machinery, your Kubota dealer. Question of the day brought to you by Lovington Auto Supply, your Napa dealer. And YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, and Facebook live video feed brought to you by Desert Sand Water Well. Online at desertsandsnm.com.
Any questions?
No. 877-396-W105. We are B and the Breakfast Club. Another day in paradise, keeping you updated with everything going on this morning. And we will continue to keep you updated with everything going on. According to a brand new study, 72% of gamers say that video games have a positive impact on various aspects of their lives. But it can be very destructive to your sex life, by the way. Yeah, go ahead, stay up. You stay in the living room all night playing games. Yeah, and the wife is not going to be happy. Arizona man recently called for a snake removal company, and they found 5 adult Western diamondback snakes.
Yes.
15 babies, along with the 5 adult snakes living in his garage.
That's a lot of rattlers.
I have a snake
That's
story.
the worst thing I've seen in a garage since a homeless guy living in a Hyundai. It was bad. It was bad.
You were saying, Russ?
The snakes are bad this year. We have a storage room that's adjacent to one of the very ends of one of our barns. We was going to clean that out. you've been around many reptiles, there's a smell that comes off of them and their feces and everything. We opened that door to that storage room, hadn't been in there in quite a while, and that smell just rolled out of there, and we could actually see through the light that comes in through the crack of the wall as we opened the door. We watched like two different shadows go and slither across the floor and everything. And we decided that storeroom maintenance stays closed up and abandoned for a while.
Leave it alone. By the way, Arizonians say they know their snakes. And there's one running the state next door in New Mexico. So they know it. They know their snakes. Five adult Diamondback rattlers and 15 babies in there. Yeah, I'd say leave it alone. I think I won't park in the garage this year. And a Connecticut couple recently rescued a baby shark.
Oh.
That they caught in a work glove.
What?
Oh, please don't bring back that damn song, Baby Shark. That's all I got to say. Well, they caught it in the water in a work glove, and then they brought it home. Where could that story go wrong? I'm just saying. I mean, I don't understand where that could go wrong. Nothing bad would come from that.
Baby sharks grow up.
Oh, stop it. Baby shark. Gene Simmons of KISS is taking on aging. Look, there's nothing that you can do about aging. Right, Tom?
Yeah.
I mean, by the way, Donald Trump talking about a cognitive test. He would actually be okay with some type of cognitive test. Not a problem.
What would they ask him particularly?
Tom, they're doctors that do these cognitive tests. You ought to know. I'm sure they've given it to you.
I passed it every year.
Who's believing that?
I do.
So Donald Trump, 77, said he backs a cognitive test for presidents and slates that Biden's ability is not good. Yeah, Biden once saying he could start World War II. Donald Trump saying he supports an age limit for running the president or a cognitive test. Look, I think that should be the case also with anybody running for public office. There should be a cognitive test if they're above the age, say, 75. No, would that be age discrimination? Because that's the next thing I
sure would.
Yeah. So you think it would be age discrimination?
Yeah, because if I got to be that age and they said I couldn't do something, yeah, that would be age discrimination.
Well, sometimes when they say you can't do something, you can't do it. If I told you today to run that board, there's certain things you can't do. So it's not a lie. It's not derogatory. It's just the truth.
What's apples and oranges, B?
No, it's not apples and oranges. I'm just saying that if somebody is to the point like a Mitch McConnell or like a Dianne Feinstein, they shouldn't be in office. Mentally and physically, they can't take the work. They can't do it. They shouldn't be in office. And they should be gone.
Yeah, but whose fault is that? The voter.
That's why Donald Trump is trying to change the law. And there you go, defending against the law. You're fighting that it's discriminatory. And then in the next, well, whose fault is it? That would be your fault, evidently, because you can't make up which way you want to go with it. Yeah. But I'm kind of used to it already.
Okay.
I'm kind of used to it. BBC and Channel 4 accusing Russell Brand after the TV bosses did nothing after staff complains about that he was a enabling predator.
Oh.
So Russell Brand evidently had predatory behaviors. Bombshell allegations of rape and sexual assaults were made by a former host of the TV show that he used to be on. I always thought that he was kind of weird. They was just a little over the top.
You know who he reminds me of, B? He sang, tip, tip, to the tulips, to the tulips. Who's that guy?
Yeah, I mean, he's got that strange voice. But Russell Brand, did you know he started on radio?
Yes.
And they're talking about some of the sexual comments that he made that, Brand hinted in autobiography while on BBC Six, which is a music channel, that he had been having sex with competitors that won prizes from the radio station in the bathroom while they came to pick up their prize.
Wow.
I mean, if one day, I don't know if anybody in that room can top that. So they said he was a sexual predator, or maybe just had a high libido and had willing people that wanted to have sex with him. I don't know.
Well, he was married to Katy Perry for 6 years. She was pretty hot.
I don't know, Tom. This is early on in his career.
Oh.
So, and comments like him being a sexual predator could ruin his career. Look what it did to many, many people that have come before him. But started off in radio, very funny guy. I don't get a lot of his humor. Some people do. I don't. I'm not a huge fan of Russell Brand. But these cases go back 20, 25 years at least. These charges, allegations. 10 minutes away from 9, 10 away from 9. Tom on the text.
You know, dang it, Tom, you cannot pass it now, much less in the 70s. This is not discrimination, says the texter. Hey, B, baby shark,
Yo.
do-do-da, do-do, baby shark.
Oh, stop it.
So, and one of my partners told me yesterday that the snakes are looking for dens for the winter, says the texter.
I think buses are a good place for them. I mean, that would be one place. I mean, if you know any snakes, let them know that there's a bus in Lovington that would be a good place for them.
Do you have your water hoses and stuff on the ground as they're coming into your bus?
They're elevated.
Yeah, but I mean, do they lay across the ground at any one point?
What's that?
If they do, man, snakes can climb up those water hoses and get into the bottom side of your bus. Yeah.
So, Tom, how is your water hose elevated?
Well, it's on a couple of sticks.
Sticks.
Mm-hmm.
So how would the water hose be held up on a couple of sticks?
Well, it's because the water pressure goes into the bus. And you have to have good water pressure. So I put them on a couple of sticks or posts, posts.
How are they held up by the ground, and how is the water hose held up by the sticks?
Well, they're held up. The posts are on the ground.
Way the snakes are moving around. I bet you already got snakes in your trailer, dude.
No, don't say that.
Oh, he probably does.
Well, the cats will take care of them. They're inside now.
So, so let's get back to the, did you hammer in the sticks to hold the water hose?
Yeah.
Hammered it in. I know that's a lie because you ain't never worked that hard in your life.
Well, it's caliche, so I had to work a little bit.
Yeah. And so where did you get these sticks?
Well, they're kind of like spikes. You know, the spikes that you use for putting down stuff.
Putting down. Yeah. And how is the water hose held on the sticks?
Oh, pretty good. Pressure's good.
How? What's holding it on the sticks?
Russ, where's he going?
See, you can tell when somebody is lying.
Well, I don't know. I just invented it. That's all.
Yeah, whatever. Albuquerque employee and son arrested on child pornography charges. Now, you know, this whole thing is very, very strange. So are you sitting down around one day, hey, kid, let me show you this. Do you like it? Wow. Albuquerque public school employee, another one, arrested. He works around children and has worked around kids for years, is facing some troubling accusations. FBI arrested Thomas Abita. He's a school custodian at Wary Elementary School near Kirkland Air Force Base. Abita worked as a custodian since 1999, facing child pornography charges. Investigators believe that he was distributing material involving child sex abuse online and asking people online if they were interested in having sex with kids. By the way, investigators also said he had pictures of young girls in their underwear from the elementary school, but said he didn't do anything to any of the children at the school that would jeopardize his job. He only took pictures of them in their underwear. Representative from the Albuquerque Public Schools said that Abita will stay on administrative leave, paid leave, while in an investigation. Special agents originally went to his home and arrested Abita, but more than one person walked away in handcuffs. They also said his son Carlos was arrested. Investigators say they found multiple child porn files on a computer in the son's room, and that he was actively playing the child pornography on his computer. Both of them remain in jail at this point, and of course, he still gets paid by the Albuquerque public school system. Wow. Yeah. Crazy. Of course, last month we had a teacher charged with molesting one of his students as young as 7. And then you had a cold case rape charge against Ralph Martinez, who was a bus driver for Albuquerque Public Schools. And then Channel 4 learned that Kevin Kiner, an Albuquerque public school officer, had rape charges against him dismissed and is now working at one of the schools. What a crazy world we live in. Crazy, crazy world that we live in. Our number 877-396-W105. Still to come, we'll talk about Hershey workers fired for not getting the COVID vaccine and 600 workers laid off, part of the UAW strike. We'll get to those stories and more coming up next. Tom on the text, we're going to take a break. Our number 877-396-W105, 856.
You know, the text is asking, is retirement age for retirement benefits considered age discrimination as well? Asked the one texter.
Well, they do cut you at 62, 25%.
Oh.
So you will only get, is that right, 75%
of your retirement?
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah. And this texter says, B, I think that the 3M misrepresented their earplugs for a higher decibel rating than what they were actually rated for during the contract bid with the government. It wasn't because of a defective product, but because of the misrepresentation of its rating. It caused us veterans to lose our hearing more than expected.
Well, I hope you get your cash. I do. Now, let me ask you this much. When a car company like GM says that the car is going to get 35 mile an hour average, 35 mile an hour per gallon, and it doesn't, can we go back and sue them?
No.
Well, they advertised that it was going to get 35 miles to the gallon.
Approximately, which kind of takes them off the hook on that one. Yep. We said approximate. We didn't say exactly how much it was going to get.
Wow. I sat next to a Korean guy on the airplane flying back to Korea, and he makes auto parts for the GM. And I didn't know that you got free drinks on the plane. That dude down 12 drinks in like 3 hours and then knocked off and went to sleep. He was a pro. Dude was a pro. I have never seen nothing like it.
So what Unbelievable. What did he say about making
I just said, we make the parts for GM. We compete hand in hand with the Chinese, and our parts are better. I said, well, you mean they last more than 6 months? 877-396-W105. We are B and the Breakfast Club. Oregon, we'll also talk about this story. They have psychedelic mushrooms. What do they call that? Psychotropic mushrooms. And they're going to do a study on the effects of mushrooms. How many people have signed up to be part of the study? There's been a lot of them. We'll get to that coming up. Our number 877-396-W105. Breaking news this morning. Americans arriving in Qatar after after being released from that prison in Iran, part of that prisoner swap, and of course $6 billion swap. So they're on foreign soil, out of Iran, in America, in the custody of Americans. Our number 877-396-W105. Wrap it up, Tom. Break next.
This texter says, back off, talking about Russell Brand. He's over the target on Big Pharma. Coincidence that anyone who looks into Big Pharma is a sexual predator.
I'm not going to dispute that. And it does seem suspect that this is old, very, very old cases.
Another texter says, oh, by the way, that's estimated miles per gallon.
Estimated.
Yeah.
So 3M could have said estimated decibel, whatever, and got away with the same thing. I guess the wording is very important.
The wording. That's exactly the wording. So, and they put restrictions on elderly people driving. Same difference, says the texter?
Yeah, I mean, what's the age limit on, and I don't know if there's an age limit, so to speak, but you have to go in there and take the test.
Take the test, right. I don't know. That was JR asking this morning. But
Tom, do you think you could take the New Mexico test and pass?
All day long.
You think
matter of fact, next year, I got to take it.
So once you reach 60, is there a mandatory test?
Oh, the driver's license test, yeah. You have to retake the whole darn thing.
Why is that?
I don't know, but I'll fix it to find out next year.
No. I'm just going to let it go. You said that you'd have to take the test next year. Do you have to take it at a certain age?
I don't know, but I got to take it next year.
Why would you have to take it next year?
Because next year
is my driver's license expires.
There you go.
All you have to do is go online and extend it.
No, that's not what they told me. 4 years ago, when I renewed it, they said this is what you're going to have to do.
That's not true, because I could have got the 12-year license.
You can go for the option, absolutely.
You make 0 cents.
But I didn't.
0.
And my grandma is 89 and a half years old, says this text, and she still got her driver's license.
That was my point. Is there a mandatory point where you have to go in and retake the test? At what age?
I don't know, but I got to do it.
Or maybe you could do like I do and just go online, and as long as your license is not expired, extend it.
No, I got to go in and take it.
Well, good. Please go in and take it, and I hope they take your damn license away.
Jesus. Someone said, B, they've seen his driving record. That's why he has to take the test. They saw the video of him hitting the dumpster.
By the way, thank you to the folks at the Lovington DMV.
Oh, yeah, they helped you, didn't they?
Awesome. Got everything taken care of, and I've got everything done, so thank God. It had nothing to do with prior driver's license. They don't know what the heck, why it wouldn't issue. But I got the tags. I'm good. God bless. Very helpful.
And Tom,
one thing to remember: bring cash.
Yeah, bring cash. And Texas says, "Hey, who?" And referring to me. Oh, I'm sorry, I lost the window on there.
Oh, you lost a lot.
And Texas says Tom should have to take the test. Laugh my A off, says the.
No, let him take the test. I want him to take the test.
I want to because I wanted to let people know that I am, what do you call it?
Yeah, that. Yeah, I want to let people know that I'm, that.
Competent. There you go. Competent. There you go.
Oh, competent. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joe. We appreciate you. All right, we'll talk about the 600 Michigan workers temporarily laid off after that job strike. If somebody offers me a 21% increase in pay, I'm taking the 21%. We're going to let Tom do the math coming up in just a second. We'll get to that. 904 KWMW, Malchamore 105.1 FM, better known, of course, as W105. Checking in with news, being brought to you by Zia Guns, 1907 North Main in Roswell. 1,000 firearms in stock, handguns, rifles, shotguns, they've got them all. Trade in your old gun to get a better gun. And ladies, if you've been thinking about getting personal protection, visit them. They have lethal and non-lethal personal protection. All the ammo you need. They can tune up your bow. I see a lot of pictures on social media of folks out there hunting. If you need help, brand new optics, whatever it is, go to the experts. Zia Guns, 1907 North Main in Roswell. Closed on Saturday, open on Sunday. 904, we're B on the Breakfast Club coming right back. Let's check in with news. But first, let's qualify folks for cash. We're W105.
Dobbs Truck and Trailer presents the W105 Cash Blowout.
Call now. Call now.
Call 877-396-W105 now. Be one of the first 5 people to call in for your chance to win $105. The W105 Cash Blowout.
I want my money. And I want it now.
Call in now to win.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. 5 Americans have left Iran freed from custody in a deal unfreezing $6 billion in Iranian oil money, with 5 Iranians also released from U.S. custody.
The administration has not given us the names of those 5 Iranians the U.S. is giving back, but they said broadly these are not people that were charged or convicted of violent offenses, that they were mostly involved in sanctions violations. According to the Iranian Foreign Ministry, 2 of the 5 are going to remain here in the U.S.
Fox's Jackie Heinrich. A military jet's reported missing in South Carolina. The pilot ejected after what's being called a mishap.
He's in stable condition at a local hospital. It was an F-35. It was part of Marine Fighter Attack Training Squadron 501, also known as the Warlords, based in Beaufort, South Carolina.
Fox's Jonathan Seri. There's an arrest in the ambush murder Saturday of a sheriff's deputy in Los Angeles County, California. America's listening to Fox News.
This is Davis Smith, the Guerrilla Lawyer, and I'm talking to you from my office on 3130 North Grimes in Hobbs, New Mexico. Our office has exploded with new clients. And do you know why? Fast settlements, fantastic customer service, and man, we love paying our clients money. If you get injured in a car wreck, you come see the Guerrilla. Remember, if you get injured, you get the Guerrilla.
Visit 3130 North Grimes or call 575-964-2720. That's 964-2720.
You've imagined that perfect home, designed it in your mind. At Destiny Real Estate, it's dreams that we provide. We buy or sell residential ranches, lots and more. Call Rhonda Burns at Destiny and let her tell you more.
If you're looking to rent, please join our website at www.destinyluxuryrental.com. Now, I've got everything from a little 2-bedroom all the way up to a 10,000 square foot home with an indoor swimming pool. Again, that's destinyluxuryrental.com. And I'm needing some more homes. If you're wanting to make a little extra income, just give me a call. Rhonda Burns, 575-257-3000 at Destiny Real Estate. Our business is built on dreams and imagination. Telephone 575-257-3000.
Call Rhonda Burns at Destiny and let her tell you more. Call Rhonda Burns at Destiny and let her tell you more.
It's time to get spicy. It's the annual United Way Chili Cook-Off coming up Friday, September 2nd and Saturday, September 23rd. Enjoy your local chefs as they cook up some of your favorites for competition entry while taking in the car show, the arts and crafts fair, and Lee County's nonprofits as well. The event starts at 10 a.m. each day, and if you would like to enter the competition, it's just $20 per category. Help the United Way continue to fund over 20 different Lee County nonprofit organizations during this year's annual Chili Cook-Off. Friday, September 22nd and Saturday, September 23rd. For more information, please contact Marcus 575-964-3040. That's 575-964-3040.
When you need a water well drilled or serviced, you want the experience and dedication of the best. That's Desert Sand Water Well, offering new well drilling, service, maintenance on residential and irrigation wells, sand separator installations, and well treatment. They're licensed and bonded in New Mexico. And Desert Sand Water Well offers 24/7 service with flat hourly rates, even after hours, covering all of southeast New Mexico. Desert Sand Water Well also offers free consultations and same-day service when possible. Call Desert Sand Water Well at 575-396-3790 or visit them online at desertsandsnm.com.
It's back. The PBR Challenger Series returns to Ruidoso Downs Racetrack Friday, September 29th. Come enjoy the Renegade Rough Stock Rodeo. And Saturday, September 30th, the PBR Challenger Series returns with the nation's top bull riders on the racetrack. Tickets are on sale now at raceruidoso.com or by box office at 575-378-4140. Grab your tickets today and get ready for a bucking good time. Ruidoso Downs Racetrack, 26225 U.S. Highway 70.
Please gamble responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-572-1142.
Dear trucking awesome. What do you think of when someone says tough? Honestly, I think of a Toyota truck. Tundra's one mean mother of a truck with a twin-turbo V6 and incredible going power, and the Tacoma claws through terrain with a taller suspension and lots of creature comforts in the cockpit. Both Toyota trucks are decked out with tons of cool features and tech you'll dig. Check them out at Toyota.com, folks.
Visit Permian Toyota in Hobbs today. Toyota, let's go places.
When you live your life in Wrangler clothes, it's hard to imagine working a 9-to-5 without them. While protection is important, you want clothes with style and comfort. And now, thanks to Wrangler flame-resistant apparel, you can have it all. Wrangler FR is designed to protect you from burn injury on the job, while continuing to offer the comfort and durability you'd expect from Wrangler. Stop by Benny's Western Store, 205 West Main in Artesia, and 107 South Canyon in Carlsbad to try on some Wrangler FR apparel today. When it comes to work clothes, wear clothes that work for you.
Artesia Main Street and the Artesia Arts and Cultural District present the 8th annual Red Dirt Black Gold, Saturday, September 30th in downtown Artesia, featuring two of a kind, the Justin Kemp Band, Sonny Sweeney, and the Randy Rogers Band.
Take a swim in a fountain, I don't know, 'cause it's all kind of fuzzy.
Best of all, it's all free. Get more info at reddirtblackgold.com. The 8th annual Red Dirt Black Gold, Saturday, September 30th in downtown Artesia. Sponsored by ConocoPhillips, Mac Energy, Santo Petroleum, and Pecos Valley Production. Ad paid for by Artesia Lodgers Tax.
Tell you what, easy to swear at you.
Be in the Breakfast Club, powered by Carlsbad Chevrolet and broadcasting from the Inn of the Mountain Gods studio. Text line at 877-396-W105. Powered by Amigo Machinery, your Kubota dealer. Question of the day brought to you by Lovington Auto Supply, your Napa dealer. And YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, and Facebook live video feed brought to you by Desert Sand Water Well. Online at desertsandsnm.com.
Are you guys having fun? Me and the Breakfast Club in the morning, W105. Thank God.
877-396-W105 morning show this morning being brought to you by WWRV times3.com. Find out more information by just checking them out at that website. You can also call if you're new to town, 988-0392. They have 3 RV parks, 162 RV sites, all coming with 30 and 50 amps available. Wired internet right to your hookup. That's pretty cool. If you're a streamer or a gamer, that's going to be very important to you. Online, all you got to do is go to WWRV times3.com, 988-0392. Don't forget they are pet friendly. Tom on the text line, 877-396-W105. Tom?
You know, the auto workers, boy, I'll tell you what, that union is trying to set them up for a 4-day work week. They already make a crazy hourly rate, says the texter.
And is this part of the reason why they can't compete with some of the foreign car makers?
Could be.
Because of the cost of manufacturing the car? I'm only asking.
Another text.
That's a question.
Yeah, don't know. James the Unit says, you know, you don't ever have to test again, but after a certain age, you have to renew and do an eye exam every year. Says
so just the eye exam.
Yeah. And I got...
Well, Tom won't be able
surgery.
to pass that.
When I got surgery. this year too. So.
And you still can't see worth a damn.
Well, you got to put it on your readers. But now I've got my bifocals on there, so I'm good to go.
Yeah, reading ability helps. It's much improved.
Well, of course. And yours?
Much improved. Mine's good. Mine's good. Have you ever heard me complain about reading?
Yeah, I have.
No, I don't think so. Reading off the screen is not fun. I'd rather have the paper in my hand, but we'll make it work either way.
And come on, Tom says this one text, 432 Liberal. Why do you have drama with every government office? This 432 Liberal.
Was that asking Tom why he has drama?
Me. You know, I go to the MPD. I get this done. I got to wait in line. That's not fair.
Yes, I mean, you're above all the regular people.
Well, because he's Tom A. He should go right to the front.
That's right.
Damn Democrat.
Let's go phone lines. Good morning. You are on B and the Breakfast Club.
I was calling for the...
Okay. All right. I'll handle
cash.
Yeah, or maybe Tradio. So.
By the way, the polling numbers are out according to New Mexico high school football rankings. Artesia, number 1. Roswell,
right.
number 2. Cleveland, number 3. La Cueva, number 4. Centennial, number 5. Volcano Vista, number 6. Farmington, number 7. And Los Lunas, number 8. It's good to see some of these 5A schools beating up on the 6A schools. And actually, so when does Artesia and Roswell play? Because they're both 5-0.
They play here in 2 weeks, because they start district.
So 2 weeks, that will be the decider who's the big dog.
Yep, but Leverton goes into Artesia this Friday night. That's going to be a good one.
Speaking of the big dog, you must have made Monty mad because I got Mad Dog back on the phone again.
Get him on.
By the way, that's the second time, Tom, and look, I get it. We're based in Lovington, and I love you people in Lovington, but the second time that Tom kisses the butt
I didn't say
of
that.
the coach.
I said it was going to be a good ball game.
I got Mad Dog on the phone.
Mad Dog.
Hey, I was going to tell, I've already got a time set up with Will to talk about the Chili Fest this weekend, but I know Tom always looking for a free meal or, a handout.
Yeah.
Are you going to be around this weekend?
What time are you going to have that, buddy?
There for us?
What time are you going to have that chili cook-off?
When are we having it?
What
this
time?
Saturday.
I mean, what time?
All day.
Okay.
You need to be there. I don't know what time the judging starts. Probably about 11 o'clock.
Yeah, because I'm interviewing
2 or
coaches
something like
Saturday
that.
morning, so that takes up a lot of my time on Saturday morning.
Where do you do your interviewing at?
Here at the station.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, the invitation's out there,
Thank
or
you, buddy.
Russ, or Will, or anybody that wants to come out there and be a judge. I'm sure they would probably welcome you with open arms. And Will, I'll see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock, and that's all I had today. Y'all have a great day.
Thank you, buddy. 877-396-W105. So 600 Michigan workers temporarily laid off as the UAW strikes, and it's ramped up. They were offered 21% pay increase. They turned it down. And I think a big rub is that the UAW got lots and lots of money for COVID, and that money was not paid, was not given to the workers. That's the big thing that they're crying about. But if you offer me a 21% pay increase, I would go ahead and take that. Tom, so if you got paid $2,000 a month,
okay,
and let's keep it around about 21% paying, 20% rate increase, how much money are we talking about per month?
So if it's 2,000 with a 21%, that's about $250.
First of all, I said keep it at 20%, and that would be a $400 pay increase.
Well, it's in the neighborhood.
So, what do you think these auto workers are? I think they're getting paid like
$40
on
an
average
hour?
$40 an hour times, say, a 40-hour work week. I thought it was more than that. Is that right? 1,600? Did I do that right? 40 hours.
You did.
Times 40 hours. Yeah, 1,600 a month. 1,600. So a week.
A week.
1,600 a week times 21%. So that's a $336 rate increase times 52 weeks. That's $17,472 extra a year. Would you take that type of raise, Tom?
Yeah.
And so they want 40% rate increase. There is no business that can survive a 40% rate increase.
Well, then bring the price of the cars down.
How the hell are you going to bring the price of the cars down when the price of the cars are going to go up because you think the dealership is going to take the manufacturer is going to take a hit on their bottom line?
Well, then don't pay the UAW guys.
Here you go again. That makes 0 cents.
Well,
where's the money coming from?
They'll start
Sounds
to
like
starve
you're directing
sooner or
the
later.
budget for New Mexico.
That's what I'm saying.
How are you going to bring the price of the cars down when they just went up, Tom?
Well, it's like this. It's like this. Okay, since inflation, if you go to eat or a grocery, everything has gone up, right? Am I right? Let's say it starts to go down. Well, then that's when you got to start paying people less, like the UAW.
You're hurting my head. You're hurting my head.
You made this confusing on your own. Hello?
That made 0 cents. If an expense goes up in business, it's going to be redirected to the consumer.
Right.
So if you agree with that, you can't say, well, the price of cars are going to go down.
Well, they better.
Albuquerque Journal scorches the self-absorbed Lujan Gresham in an editorial that came out on the newspaper. The editorial board pulled no punches with their assessment of Michelle Lujan Gresham. Great article in the Pinon Post. If you don't have it, if you haven't subscribed to it, Pinon Post, it's free. Go check it out. Article begins with a nod to Kenny Rogers, the timeless advice. Know when to fold them, know when to hold them.
But you know
Evidently, the governor never heard the song.
But you know why they're doing that, B? Right? You know why the journal's doing that? Because if she's coming after the Second Amendment, guess what? The first one's next.
Could. Hershey workers fired. You have folks that work for Hershey, the chocolate maker, refusing to take the COVID vaccination, claiming religious discrimination in court. By the way, a former Hershey's employee, Ken Durham, says that his faith was attacked. Shouldn't be told what to do with our body when it comes to work. Hershey's fired employees for not taking the COVID vaccine. That will come back to bite them in the kiss, the kissies. Tom, and what other candy does Hershey make?
Peanut butter cup.
Is that theirs, Reese's?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, it hit them right in the peanut butter cup. 877-396-W105. Is it only me, or is it Tom giving me a headache today? Is it just me with some of the dumb comments that he's made so far this morning?
All right, B, we got a phone call. Good morning. You are on B and the Breakfast Club.
Tom, you just need to stop talking today.
Why'd you put him back on, Russ?
Didn't tell me who it was.
Well, I don't know if it's just stop talking today or every day.
Bob. Well, today especially today, because I beat my head against this window a few times and it's starting to hurt.
Yeah, mine too. I was just like, so if you have to pay more for an expense in business, how can you go down on the price? That makes 0 sense to me.
That's
but
Tom's
you are the
math.
expert. Yeah, it's Tom economics. It's kind of like Bidenomics.
Yeah. Tom.
Bidenomics. Yeah.
Tom.
Russ, we haven't talked about the F-35 that's missing?
Yes, somehow we lost an F-35 and can't find it. It crashed on our own soil. We can't find it.
You know what's amazing? That I could lose this iPhone today and ping it and find out where the hell it's at.
Well, you know, this is just an example of something.
Right.
We think our government is so powerful and knows so much. I mean, you watch TV, they can spy on you from secret cameras and stuff. Bull butter. We're so inept, we get attacked by balloons. We can lose an F-35 aircraft on our own soil and can't find it. Like, did y'all not put a GPS on it?
On an F-35.
About 40 million.
I mean, what are you talking about?
$40 million. Easy.
No. It's got to be worth more than $40 million.
Russ used to be in the military.
I don't know what an F-35 cost, though. Wait. The cost of an F-35 has nearly doubled over the overlay of the project, originally estimated at $233 billion for the first. That's not per aircraft. Okay. I'm trying to find.
I think it's like $200 million. $200 million bucks. So, and the crazy part is we can't locate this thing. Well, we know where the pilot ejected from.
Right.
So we got a pretty good idea. And you can't tell me they don't have, what's that called, Will? The low jack?
Yeah, so I guess they skimped on the low jack.
Yeah.
Damn, put on
GPS
OnStar
positioning.
system.
Yeah, right.
It had to fall in a lake, a deep lake.
And it goes into what I'm saying. We think we're all so powerful. We're so inept at anything. They always have these big schemes that they think our government can pull off. Back during the Bush administration, they tried to tap 7 phones of drug runners. These weren't even government officials. It was 7 drug pushers that they tried to tap their phones and got caught. We were so inept, our FBI couldn't even tap drug dealers' phones without getting caught.
Well, hell, they'll tap my phone in the New York second. They can do that pretty good. Looks like the Rams rookie sets a record. Tom, what's this guy's name? Rookie receiver.
I believe his last name is Flowers.
No.
No, he played. That's the Ravens.
His first name is P-U-K-A, Puka, and last name N-A-C-U-A. Nakua.
Okay.
Puka Nakua sets NFL rookie record for the incredible performance in the first half of the game. And 5th round pick. This what makes it so great. This guy is a 5th round pick from BYU and broke the rookie record, hauled in 15 of his 20 targets against the 49ers, 147 yards, 15 receptions, and that is the single game record, the most in NFL history for a rookie. And sorry if I screwed up your name, but Puka sounds like it's right. I could be wrong.
You know, the second rookie who almost did that was 4 years ago. C.D. Lamb of the Dallas Cowboys. He had 13 receptions in his rookie season in one game.
Thank you, Tom. You always got to take the light off of the guy that set the damn record.
Well,
always.
We do live
Mom
in New Mexico.
refused to get an abortion after brain cancer diagnosis. Has been given less than 1 year to live. So the pregnant mother was advised to seek an abortion after diagnosed with brain cancer while carrying her child. Tasha Khan of Michigan was 20 weeks pregnant with her second child when she was diagnosed with cancer. And the doctors advised her to get an abortion. She carried the baby to term and was on Fox and Friends on last week to discuss the reaction of the news that she chose to proceed with having the baby. By the way, the baby ultimately had nothing to do with the cancer, and the kill it would not take the cancer away, is what the mother said. Her husband was on Fox and Friends and said that he knew the unborn baby would be okay. It was a life-changing.
Well, they wanted her to abort it so that they could give her chemo, because they know that giving her chemo would have killed the baby anyway.
Right.
Which I support the mother's decision.
Yeah,
she was 20 weeks, for God's sake.
Yeah, you're 100% correct. State Fair in Albuquerque just wrapped up. Who's the biggest performer they had at the State Fair this year? I have no idea.
No idea. It wasn't
State
Alabama.
Fair.
I'm sorry, did they do some advertising somewhere? Oh, they didn't.
No.
So how would anybody know down here?
Yeah, they don't care about us. So the State Fair wrapped up. They say the numbers are actually up. I'd like to see if the numbers are higher than the Lee County State Fair. I'm just wondering. All right, 877-396-W105. We got to take a break. We're coming back. Good news of the day. We're late at 9:29. News this morning made brought to you by Maid Trailer Sales. Don't go camping without Maid Trailer Sales. Check them out today. MaidTrailerSalesInc.com, 575-622-1751. Maid Trailer Sales, large inventory in stock, MaidTrailerSalesInc.com. We're coming right back. We'll do the good news of the day, and we're out of here. Tradio coming up next.
MTD Radio News, I'm Joe Miller. A federal judge has temporarily blocked Governor Grisham's suspension of gun rights in Albuquerque and Bernalillo County. That action has not stopped people from talking about the governor's policy, though. Luis Sanchez is one of the owners of Caliber's gun stores. Saturday, he said a group of people came out to talk about why the governor's actions seemed questionable. Chairperson of the Libertarian Party of New Mexico, Derek Scott, suggested this was a political stunt. Meanwhile, Grisham believes the cause for action justified due to the uptick in gun violence towards children. People at Saturday's discussion believe there should be more emphasis on punishment against criminals and additional resources for law enforcement. Lee County Sheriff's Office says a woman who was reported to be driving erratically crashed into a curb and was discovered to be drunk and driving with her infant in the back seat. 30-year-old Desiree Ortega of Hobbs, arrested September 5th, charged with abuse of a child. Ortega reported by another motorist after coming close to hitting their car. Hobbs police officers were spotted at the scene and realized the car Ortega was driving belongs to an HPD detective. Officers then requesting assistance from the Lee County Sheriff's Office to handle the case. In May of this year, Hobbs installed a Safe Haven baby box at one of their fire stations. Other organizations in the city also trying to offer resources for women and teens. My Power is actually the largest youth development program in Lee County, and they're a teen pregnancy prevention program offering 3 quality programs at no cost to students. According to Daniel Hernandez, interim executive director for My Power, the organization provides resources to help empower teens and prevent teen pregnancy. My Power is in 13 different schools, and they've worked with 11,585 students from 5th to 8th grade. Hernandez says teens have to feel empowered. And that's what's happening. I'm Jim Miller, MTD Radio News.
Kick off fall with some serious cash at Inn of the Mountain Gods. Join us Saturdays in September for the $37,000 cash kickoff hot seats. Play your favorite gaming machines with your Apache Spirit Club card to earn entries. 5 winners every hour will each score $150 cash. $37,000 cash kickoff hot seats. Saturdays in September, only at Inn of the Mountain Gods. Must be 21 or older. Visit innofthemountaingods.com or see Apache Spirit Club booth for details.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-917-5151. 800-917-5151. 800-917-5151. Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Van Zandt Controls and Eagle Automation, 1506 Airway Drive in Carlsbad, is having their Schneider Electric Customer Appreciation Day, Wednesday, September 20th from 11:30 to 1. Come let Van Zandt Controls and Eagle Automation say thank you to their current and future customers with fajitas for lunch on them and lots of giveaways at their Carlsbad office. Wednesday, September 20th, 11:30 to 1. Don't miss the Van Zandt Controls and Eagle Automation Schneider Electric Customer Appreciation Day, 1506 Airway Drive in Carlsbad.
Find a new career and extended family when you work for Eddy County. They're hiring now for multiple departments. Eddy County needs certified and uncertified firefighters and EMTs and an assessor clerk. Specific to Carlsbad, they need an account tech and a light equipment operator. Eddy County is also looking for a landfill mechanic and a custodian. Eddy County offers great pay with excellent benefits like vacation, sick and holiday pay, retirement, and health insurance. You can apply at New Mexico Workforce Connection or online at eddycounty.org. Eddy County is an equal opportunity employer.
Honey, what are you doing? It's 4 a.m.
Well, I'm making a big breakfast for you and the kids. We got to get going this morning. It's a long drive to Midland Airport.
I booked our flights out of our airport here in Hobbs. It's in town, not in Texas.
Well, you want some toast?
Is that strawberry?
Organic boysenberry.
I'm going back to bed.
Love you.
Flying in and out of Hobbs gives you more time and less stress. So when it's time to fly, you gotta fly Hobbs.
Wake up! Wake up!
Why are you sleeping that way?
This is no big deal. This is how we do it.
Be in the Breakfast Club, the #1 way to start your morning, regardless of ace, race, gender, political affiliation. Call or text 877-396-W105.
We went to 54 states.
877-396-W105. Let's quickly get into the good news of the day, being brought to you by Rustin Hayes, Herschel Rustin Hayes, Avenue D and Lovington, 575-396-0513. Get in touch with them today. Get a quote for your home, auto, life insurance, commercial insurance. Proud sponsor of the good news of the day.
So a guy in Maryland tried to buy a specific type of lottery ticket called Cash for Life, but the cashier was new and accidentally sold him the wrong type. But lucky for him, it ended up hitting for $580,000. An 18-year-old guy in Germany tripped while running to catch a bus and ended up getting pinned under one of the wheels. But 40 people lifted the bus off of him, and he's okay. It sounds like he only ended up with a broken arm. There's a cool video online. Someone of them saving him, by the way. Someone on Long Island realized the kitten was stuck 30 foot down a drain. I was like, cue the, oh, there it is. But he's okay after cops worked with him, an animal rescue group, to move a 5,000-pound concrete slab to get to him. So that is the good news of the day.
Good news of the day being brought to you by Herschel Rustin Hayes. We're out of here. We're late. Tradio folks, take 2 minutes over, Russ, from Tom's schedule.
There you go. We'll go longer. We'll get our calls in.
All right, let's get updated. Find out what's going on with news. Coming right back with Tradio. 575-39631-1999 is the number to call. If you need your air conditioner repaired or maybe thinking ahead about getting your heater service, make sure it is in great shape. Call Enrique Rocha today at Rocha Air Conditioning and Heating. His number 575-631-1999. Call him today. I'll see you tomorrow for Be on the Breakfast Club.
Fox News.